Hello! Welcome back people. If you've seen the full reviews of Vivo X200 PRO and the Xiaomi 15 Ultra on this channel, and let's be real, of course you have, then today's video is about answering the question that's been blowing up my DMs. Which one should I buy? Two absolute monsters, both claiming to be the future of flagship phones, but which one actually feels like the future? This ain't going to be the typical this has 200 megapixels and this has 50 megapixel kind of video. Nah, we're going deeper. Real life uses, creator appeal, gamer vibes, heating, display under the sun, and of course, how it feels to flex one of these in your hands. Let's break them down. Both these phones are running on 3nm chipsets, but the way they deliver power, that's a whole different story. On paper, Xiaomi's Snapdragon 8 Elite has those insane prime cores clocked up to 4.32 GHz. It's a monster. Every swipe, app and animation feels like it's racing you to the finish line. But don't sleep on the Vivo's Dimensity 9400. This chip is scary fast too. And in daily use, you don't feel like it's underpowered. Editing 4K reels, batch exporting Lightroom photos, multitasking with Instagram, WhatsApp, CapCut and Drive running all together. It's smooth on both. But here's the catch. Xiaomi feels more aggressive in task handling. There's almost a desktop-like response when it switches between heavy loads. It's like it's constantly flexing its muscle. Vivo on the other hand is more balanced, less battery drain under constant load, less jitter under thermal pressure. It's the calm beast, efficient, controlled but ready to snap whenever needed. So winner depends on you. Hardcore power users who love raw response time, Xiaomi. Balanced pro users who hate throttling during long sessions, Vivo might surprise you. Now for the gamers. Alright, here's the tea. Both phones handle top-end games like Genshin Impact and COD Mobile at maximum settings. But the Xiaomi 15 Ultra pulls ahead initially. The frame rates are tight, GPU temperatures are manageable, and that ice-loop dual-channel cooling, it's not a gimmick. It actually does work. But after 40 plus minutes, it starts getting warm, especially around the camera housing. It is definitely not burning out, but warm enough that you feel it in your palms. Vivo X200 PRO with that huge 6000 mAh battery and well spread internals keeps it cool longer. The phone stays consistent even after an hour of gameplay. It's heavier, sure, but that extra weight comes with the thermal control. Also, Vivo's 4D gaming vibration plus the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor is equals to immersive experience that does not stutter. So for long gaming sessions, Vivo wins on endurance and thermal handling, but for short but intense gaming bursts, Xiaomi feels much flashier and quicker to impress. Now let's get into the game changer, cameras, because both these phones are basically saying, why carry a DSLR? Xiaomi 15 Ultra is not a smartphone camera. It's a Leica branded modular cinema rig in disguise. That 1-inch LYT 900 sensor with a Sumilux f1.63 lens, bro, it drinks light for breakfast. Low light portraits feel like they're shot on a Blackmagic cinema camera. And the 200 megapixel periscopic lens with a 100 mm focal length is criminally sharp. The 70 mm floating telephoto for portraits, it's a game changer for people like me who shoot on the go. You even get Ultra 16-bit Dolby Vision and up to 4K 120 FPS. This phone was built for content creators, period. But wait, Vivo comes in swinging. Also rocking a 200 megapixel periscope, Vivo's lenses gives incredible detail shots with color science that's a little more vibrant than Xiaomi's moody Leica. The stays, cultural, pro, ultra HD documents, fun to shoot with. The UI is simple, it's creator friendly. But if I had to pick one phone to shoot a short film with, Xiaomi wins. Not just because of the quality, but because of the creative control and the Leica optics. Now let's talk front cameras. Both have 32 megapixels, but Xiaomi again flexes with a 4K 60 recording, built-in teleprompter and a Dolby Vision selfies. Vivo on the other hand keeps it clean, but not as ambitious. Here's the part most reviewers mess up. They talk about brightness in numbers, but don't tell you about how it feels. Xiaomi 3200 nits. That's actual blindness level bright in direct sun. I tested this outside in Kathmandu. It was readable. Instagram reels looked like they were glowing from the inside. Vivo with 4500 nits, which sounds insane. And in theory, it's brighter. But real world difference, minimal. The Xiaomi panel is more color accurate, better tuned for HDR and has a wet touch technology. Which means even if your fingers are sweaty or it's raining, you can scroll. Vivo's display is slightly more contrasty, better for social media binging. With P3 wide color and a 0.1 Hz of adaptive refresh rate, that saves battery. If you want cinema in your pocket, go Xiaomi. If you want a balanced social media optimized panel, go Vivo. Now let's get to the battery. Now this is where the Vivo just says, I'll take it from here. Hold my beer. 6000 mAh battery. Bro, that thing is a power bank disguised as a phone. Full day of shooting, editing, gaming, streaming, and I still ended with 25% of the battery left. Plus 90 watt wired and wireless charging. That is straight up luxury. Xiaomi comes close with a 5410 mAh cell and an even faster 80 watts of wireless plus 90 watt wired charging support. But it drains quicker, especially when pushing that display and camera system. So for battery supremacy, Vivo walks with the crowd, especially for people who forget to charge until they hit 2%. Okay, this is subjective, but let's get into the vibe sec. Xiaomi 15 Ultra is bold, boxy and futuristic. The ceramic-like finish, the curved display and the huge-like ring makes you feel like you're holding a concept device from 2027. But it's hefty, wide and not one-handed device, unless you've got NBA hands. Vivo X200 PRO, especially the titanium grey, feels sleek, mature and way more premium in hand. That 223 to 228 grams of weight, it's correct. And the IP69 rating, you can drop this in water and still flex it on your Instagram story. So winner for that design. If you want to turn heads into a crowd, Xiaomi. If you want to flex with the class, Vivo. Heading to the software and AI, this is where both phones take very different paths. Xiaomi's HyperOS 2 is finally setting MIUI's identity crisis. It's pixel clean, feature rich, and Xiaomi Hyper AI brings productivity. Now we get tools like live transcription, real-time translation, Google Gemini, and even Circle to search. It's modern, fun, and actually usable and not very gimmicky. Vivo's FunTouch OS 15 is lighter than before, optimized, but still not as futuristic. The animations are smoother, but it's not doing AI magic just yet. If you're someone who wants their phone to work smarter, Xiaomi takes this round with flying colors. Now talking about the values of this phone, both these phones are sitting around the rupees 1.85 lakh marks. That is serious money. For that much, you better get more than just a pretty screen and a fake Pro badge. Xiaomi 15 Ultra gives you a camera rig, smart AI tools, elite display tech, and bragging rights in the flagship league. Vivo X200 PRO gives you a next-gen battery, smoother long-term performance, cleaner thermals, and a practical luxury. So here's how I'd break it down. If you're a content creator, camera nerd, or a tech flexer, go Xiaomi. If you're a power user, gamer, or just want something that lasts the whole day without drama, go to Vivo. So what would you pick? The Leica loaded legend or the titanium tank? Drop your thoughts below, I'm reading every comment. And if you want a separate camera battle, battery drain test, or a creator's POV vlog test, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, and that little bell so you do not miss what's next. This is TechSathi signing off from the only place on the internet where specs get humbled by real life users. Stay sharp, stay smart, and never let a flashy number fool you. So you've seen me before, you'll see me again. This is Susan Corner signing off. Bye-bye.